All right, guys. Welcome. I am definitely about to show you exactly how much money I actually made from the channel. In fact, in order to prove to you that this is not clickbait, I'm gonna share my screen for a little second to see it. We're gonna be in the top and we're gonna look into all of these things. But before that, I wanna get into why I decided to do this and talk a little bit about what's the process of actually getting verified on YouTube and start making the good amount of money. We'll talk a little about it later. So why did I want to do this video? Well, I've been thinking about it for a while, and I decided to do it, but I've always like was looking for the time to actually sit down and record this thing. And since I just recently released all of the episodes back on Spotify and I put a subscription fee on it, and of course the memes started rolling and Naomi burned me in debating shit posting. I felt like it's a good moment to give you the background because I've talked about it on some episodes, but not in one specific place. So, how did we get to this podcast becoming paid? The easiest answer is we never got there. Uh, you see, this is still free on YouTube and it's gonna be free on YouTube. What I decided to do is all of the recordings that I had kind of stashed away because I don't have that much time to actually edit them, and I don't have the ability to continue paying a bunch of editors to produce them and to churn them out. I've been taking my time and I've decided to put them on Spotify and put a price on it that can actually help me maintain the channel. And I completely realize that most of you will never pay for this podcast, which is absolutely fine. And for the very small percentage that would, this option is available so that we can actually support that podcast. And the question is, why would you want to support this particular podcast or this particular channel? The answer is simple. I think because I've, at least for me, I've spent a lot of time actually trying to build this thing in the now more than a year. In fact, and I spent a lot of money on it, especially compared from where I live. I've invested more than $1,000 on of it, and I don't regret it, and I don't expect a return from it. But there's more costs, and I want to do more in-person episodes, and I want to start doing a little bit different videos. So I want to keep this open because I am a creative person and I am still part of the debating community, and I think that we can um, maybe combine those two and create some fun content for people. But in order to do that, it means that I will be either investing more money into it or just investing money to keep it going. Like to give you a brief overview, obviously, the in-person episodes are the biggest cost behind it. Then we have the monthly subscriptions through the software that I'm using to record, which is StreamYard, which is about 25 USD per month. And then another 30 USD per month is the Wizard app that I'm using to create the um, shorts that you guys seem to be loving. And on top of that, I had to buy a mic, I had to buy a camera, um, I had to travel to the places in order to record the in-person episodes. Me and Roman literally traveled to Serbia, and I'm grateful to him that he actually drove us there, and he even covered half of these particular the studio time that we paid for to record these episodes. And yeah, That's basically the cause behind it. So if we want to keep doing at least some of it, or at least keep doing the shorts and the recordings and all of those things, it's the money is piling up a little bit. And I was like, okay, I mean, there has to be at least a few people that are willing to support the channel. So the first thing that I did is obviously send some donation links. uh, you guys haven't really donated apart from one person, which I'm really grateful to Ioana for doing that and for supporting me. But that's absolutely fine, honestly. And to be honest, I get it because I didn't really wanted to make like a big fuss about donations because I felt really weird about it. So that's absolutely fine. And then the second thing that I noticed was, okay, some people were asking about Spotify. I was adamant from the get go after the first few episodes that I didn't want to continue with Spotify because there's literally no ability for me to get any ads on the episodes and anything. So I can't even make a little money out of it, especially if I continue doing it. So I kind of gave up on that. Now realize that I can make the subscription happen. I made it so that for the very few people that want to follow this, and especially in the raw format that these podcasts are on Spotify, they don't want really to be something that everybody watches, but rather the little ones of you that actually support the podcast. I can put it out there, and for everybody else, you gotta wait a little bit so that I actually edit the videos and everything is fine, and it looks at least a little bit professional, the way that I want it to look like. So that's pretty much the reason why I did what I did, and I don't expect a bunch of money. Honestly, like even if just a few people that watch the channel and don't really mind the cost willing to support it, that's more than enough to cover most of the costs. And if we have more people, then I'll be able to do more stuff with the money. But it is what it is, and that's why I did it. And we can now go to the good part of the video, which is definitely interesting for a lot of you. Okay, let me share my screen and let's get into this interesting part. So, okay, what are we seeing here? Um, this is the channel, how do I call it? The YouTube studio of the channel. And so there's a bunch of stuff going on here that I'm not gonna get into it. But the first question that I have to answer is, how do you start making money on YouTube? Well, I can't show you this because they're not here anymore. But essentially, after you get 1,000 subscriptions, at least 4,000 hours of watch time, you get the ability to be partnered with YouTube. After that, you need to create a Google Sense account, and YouTube is gonna start running ads on the videos that you you make, including the old ones. But the old ones are not gonna do a bunch of money because for obvious reasons. So um, after that happens, you need to collect, at least in my case, at least 70 euro from ads, and we'll get into whether I collected those into a second. But after you get at least 70 euros, you can actually withdraw your first money from YouTube. So, how much money did I make? Let's go into analytics. Sorry that this is in Bulgarian, but it is what it is. And this is how much money I made in the last 28 days. It's $18.45. Now, this is not exactly set. It is like a prognosed amount of money that I'll most likely make based on the ads and things like that. And obviously, if this is for the last 28 days, but if we look at the whole period, it is about It's loading, so give it a second. It's about 30, 43 and 51 USD dollars, American dollars. That's the whole thing for the whole year. That's how much we've made. Um, and most of it has been, if you can see here, from actually the newest video that we have right now. The other episode with Ashish, the episode with Lee, the episode with me, which is actually a lot of you have not even watched it, but it makes some amount of money. I don't even really know why, but it made $2. So yay, we've got it. So what's behind these numbers? Well, first of all, as I said, a lot of the money a lot of the views in the beginning are views that you didn't get ads on. So obviously, I didn't make any money from them. After I was able to be partner, which was actually just last summer, around August, I started putting ads on the videos, and this is where to the period. Actually, let's make it like this. This is exactly like if you see this is August, and I've started to make some money off of it, and it kept going until November, where I which at that point I was busy with worlds and everything happening in my life, didn't even realize that there was a problem with Google AdSense. I had to verify my identity, and I had to do a bunch of other stuff so that I can get my ads back up. I didn't realize that way until the end of last month, where I fixed that and I started getting some ads back. And a lot of this activity, like it looks a lot, but it is like $2 or something like that. So it's not that much. But all of this activity started to go back, and it's mostly due to the shorts, which, by the way, um, I am entirely making so I can get people to view the channel. If we're talking about money again, the shorts are literally have made me $1 from being watched, which is okay. It's not bad, but obviously it's not a number to be excited about. Anyway, that's how much money I've got, and this is why it happened like this. I guess the other thing that you need to be wary of is once you verify the Google account, they're gonna sell you. They're gonna send you a physical pin that you need to add. And I'm still waiting for my pin, and I'm not even sure if they're able to get it to Bulgaria. I guess they will be able to at some point, but even right now, if I actually get to the 70 euro, which is about 100 USD, a little less than that, um, when I get to that number, which if we follow this criteria of right now, it's probably going to take me at least 6 more months. But when I get to that number and I'm able to essentially um, get the physical paper that YouTube needs to send me and verify that it's me and that they can send me all of these things, I can make my first $100 from YouTube in probably a year and a half, maybe 2 years, with this channel, and I'll be able to cash that check. And I'm not sure what I'm gonna buy with it. I guess maybe we'll make a video for that. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know if you are interested in the comments below to learn more about this whole YouTube journey and how we do all of these things. And also if you're interested in different types of videos that are not the usual podcast, which obviously I'm gonna keep doing. Until then, stay safe and you know, be structured, have good framing, and take care.